You know what? Dave Chappelle, you were at the show when Dave came on stage and was responding to Katt. Am I correct?
Yeah.
That was in San Jose?
No, it was in the Improv.
Improv.
Yeah, I was with him. Yeah.
He felt that Katt shouldn't have said those secrets.
Right.
Because other races don't share their secrets.
Exactly, yeah.
Katt should have gone. Go ahead.
He thought Katt should have called and made a call and talked to people instead of saying what he said on your platform or whatever. And that was his whole thing. And he was like, he didn't want other races seeing us going at it like that. And so that was his whole big deal. He just felt like a conversation could have had if he really felt like that, you know? Okay. And so I felt like, no, if motherfuckers ain't calling each other and that's on his heart, and you got a platform and he want to talk about it, he gonna bring it out.
Yeah, if you probably now, I don't know how it works in a comedic community, but if I've never talked to somebody on the telephone, the likelihood of me picking up, if I got a problem with it, picking up the phone, ain't gonna happen.
It ain't gonna happen. So therefore, what Dave is saying, I get it,
right.
But that never was gonna happen, or it would have happened. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So
the festival, Netflix is a joke. Festival brunch. Dave Chappelle, Katt Williams, Kevin Hart. Katt left before Kevin got there. Tiffany Haddish, Mike Epps, Lil Rel. Did you interact with any of those? Was there any tension, or did you notice anything?
No. We had a good time.
Okay.
No, we was chilling. No, there was no tension whatsoever. Right. We had a great time. We taking pictures, and yeah, it was no beef whatsoever. Wasn't nobody on nothing or whatever. And I didn't even notice that Kev left.
Katt left before Katt got there.
Yep, Katt did leave. He did leave. Yep, because I was looking for him because I didn't see. That was the only person I didn't see was Katt. But I saw everybody else definitely. Like right after that picture, I think he left.
Right.
But my thing is, man, motherfuckers got too much money. Too many jokes to write about, like, all this beefing back and forth. I don't know if they think this is a way to keep everybody relevant or whatever. I don't even understand what's going on myself, you know, but to each his own, but people eating this shit up and people think that they can keep doing it, you know? I told some people I was coming on the show and they was like, who you gonna talk about? That's exactly what they said. They was like, who you gonna talk about? And I was like this, what the fuck is you talking about? Like, I don't nobody talk about like that. I was like, no, not like that. Like, no. But that's the mentality now. The mentality is you come on Club Shay Shay, who you about to diss? Right. And it's like,
I think the thing is that when you look at it, Katt shared, I mean, we've had 150 interviews.
Yeah.
Katt said what he said, and Monique said what she said. Obviously, I had Katt on at the beginning of the year.
Yes, you did.
People still talking about that. It's now at over 76 million views.
Jesus.
And caught a lot of criticism because of things that Katt said. And they said, I should have. I was like, when people come on, I have no idea. It's not like, let's just say for the sake of argument, I was going to interview a political figure. I have the questions. Now, I have also fact-check situation. If they say X, Y, and Z, I would say, well, no, this, blah, 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 blah. If I had the President Trump, or if I had Madam VP Kamala Harris, I could be able to fact-check. But when I'm asking him a question, I don't know what he's going to say.
Exactly. You don't.
So do you believe I bear culpability for what people say on my platform?
Absolutely not. You're providing a platform for people to talk. It's so mean. We're in the era right now. I've never seen these many motherfuckers talk in my life. Motherfuckers is talking.
Right.
On everything. I mean, everything you turn on, some motherfuckers is talking.
Correct.
So you can't control what these people are saying. You know what I mean? But you did kick some shit off where now everyone's gonna say anything and everything, I think, in order to
try to have that viral moment.
To get that viral moment. And you see it happening. And it's not gonna happen. It was what y'all had was what I like to call just a moment in time.
Yes.
It was a moment in time.
Yes.
You were just asking questions like you would do. He answered the way that he answered. And the stuff that was the tripped out thing too. The things Katt was saying, that was like, oh shit.
A lot of it he said it before.
He said this shit a gazillion times. I don't know why that shit took off the way it did, because he done said it a gazillion times. With you, I don't know. Everybody just, oh, you know what I mean? But I think maybe he hasn't said it in a while, and that's what happened or whatever. Right. But yeah, I just think the situation is just I really don't understand that. But I don't think that you're responsible for his answers. Right. That's foolish.
I think a lot of it had to do with is that what he did was peel the scab back, or he peeled the layer back and let you see. Because I didn't know that this many comedians that, oh, I don't like him and he don't like me and he don't like her and blah. I didn't know. I don't think a lot of people, because I think you guys did a great job. I don't know your relationship with all the comedians. I mean, there's so many and so many good ones. Your relationship with those, but I think he peeled a layer back and let people see the underbelly of the workings of how it is in comedy. And everybody ain't buddy. Although, look, we're trying to get everybody to laugh. But
no, and everybody ain't buddy. I mean, and hasn't been. It's a few comics out there right now that it's just one comic, man. I don't care what I do. This motherfucker got a problem with me every goddamn time. I don't care what it. To the point where I'm like, dude, what is your problem, dude? Why every time I even show up? Why do you even think I'm thinking about you?
Yes.
I'm not even thinking about you, but there's issues that comics have, and they have their own reasons. Like, you got comedians now that don't like younger comics because they got it so quick.
Right.
You got older comics that refuse to move out the way, that don't want to accept that, they not keeping it moving no more. They not writing no more. They not doing all this and trying to blame other people. The game has changed. It's a different ball game, but you can't be mad at them. So everybody's mad at everybody for some goddamn reason. You know what I mean? And it's like, that's never going to change. What Katt did, he just put it out there. Whether it was true or false, he just put out what it was his truth. It was his truth. At the end of the day, it's nothing
more, nothing less.
Nobody can change that. Right. And all you did was ask the question. Right. So, no, Katt, and I think Katt knew what he was doing too. I knew Katt knew exactly what he's doing when he came on your show, because Katt don't do podcasts.
No, he doesn't.
He don't. So he knew what he was doing.
I had been trying to line Katt up for over a year. Yeah. And Katt doesn't fly. Katt takes the tour bus. And he wasn't going to be on this side of town. Yeah. And I told a story that I went to my lawyer's office on a Friday. And as the door opens up, I'm getting off. There's this young lady about to get on. She's like, "Hey, Shannon, how you doing?" I was like, "Hey, how you doing?" I was like, "I don't know you." She's like, "You come here?" I said, "Yeah, Marvin is my agent." She said, "I didn't know that. I've never seen you." I said, "Yeah, he's been here for like 3 or 4 years." She said, "It's funny." She said, "Today is my last day." I said, "Really?" I said, "Well, congratulations." I said, "So if you don't mind me asking, what are you going to do?" She says, "I'm going to be the executive assistant to Katt Williams." I said, "I've been trying to get Katt for over a year." This was a Friday. The following Thursday, Katt sitting in my chair.
Wow, that's crazy.
The following Thursday, we doing the interview. CJ, who was my producer, and I remember when we wrapped the interview, CJ is shaking his head. So I cover my mic. I said, "What?" I was like, "What? Did I say something? Did he say something?" And he's telling me it's gonna break the internet. We're hoping to get 10. I said, "You think he'd do 10 million?" He's like, "Yeah, he gonna do 10. He said, "Nah, he's gonna do 20. I said, 20 million? I said, I said, "Look, only Joe Rogan is doing sit downs that get 20 million views. Nobody else."
Yeah.
I said, "Come on, CJ. He said, "I'm telling you, Shannon." He said, "This is gonna be talked about all of 24. So we drop it that Wednesday. And I'm looking and I call him. I say, "CJ, do you see how many people are watching in the chat?" He said, "Nah, how many?" I say, 70,000. And then it jumps to 90. Then it jumps to 110. So we get to like 130. I said, "So CJ, how many do you think it's gonna do?" He said, it's gonna be big. I said, "CJ, really?" Look, it got to like, we did 24 million views in like 2 days. And so CJ starts looking. CJ was like, "Okay, the record," I mean, somebody had like, Joe Rogan had 2. He had one at like 40, 50 million, another like 57, 58 million. I said, CJ, you think we can get that? He's like, yeah, it's gonna break that. I said, come on, CJ. CJ said, yeah.
Jeez.
And it did 76 million views in 8 months.
That is crazy.
I never would have imagined it. And like I said, when he started talking, and I'm just asking, what I do, I ask you a question, I let you take as long as you want.
Yeah.
I don't cut you off and try to direct you somewhere else. That's why the interviews go so long, because I don't cut the guest off, because I want them to fully explain what he or she wants to say.
Yeah.
And then I listen, and like some of the people like, well, Shannon shouldn't have let him say that. That's the whole objective of an interview, is that you invite someone on and you let him or her say their piece.
Yeah. Do you think, let me ask you a question. Since that, people that gave you opportunities and people that work with you and all of that, have you felt a shift with them?
Yeah, it happened. I mean, it changed once I did that.
Like a jealousy?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And you know what? You can feel it. You can feel it through the screen.
You can feel it.
And I'm just gonna not say the name.
Yeah. I was surprised, because a lot of people that I thought I was cool with.
Yeah.
And I ain't say we hung out, we went to dinner together, and stuff like that. But things that I'd never said anything about them. But what Katt did for Club Shay Shay what the television did for sports. Because before the television, you could only hear it.
Yeah.
So baseball, somebody hit a home run, you couldn't see it. Yeah. Football, you could hear the announcer call it, but you couldn't see it.
Yeah.
He put Club Shay Shay on the map. And we had to be taken serious. And I remember having a conversation. I called the team, CJ, who's the EP of the show, he and I are the EP of the show. And I said, CJ, I'm not gonna make myself sick. This is our Thriller.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson made himself sick trying to recreate Thriller.
Yeah, he did.
Bad was amazing. Invincible was unbelievable.
Yeah.
But it wasn't gonna be Thriller.
It ain't gonna be
And you have to be okay with that.
Yeah.
And I say, CJ, as long as we do great content, the likelihood of us ever getting another video to do this is Haley's Comet.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with that as long as we continue to do great content. And then people started saying, well, he's trying to get, I invite people on, they share their story. Monique shared her story. I went back and looked afterwards. Monique has said a lot of the things that she said on my podcast, she has said it on other shows.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's the effect that you have, brother. I'm telling you, it's the effect that you have put out there that this generation has tapped into that other people haven't. And I think that it's your demeanor, your character, and the way that you carry yourself that brings the best out of people and the vulnerableness out of people. And people
they want to share their story.
It's a safe space. You know what I mean? And you genuine. But that's what you provide with this is what you provide on First Take.
Yeah.
And the
Undisputed when I was
Undisputed.
on the show.
It was always how genuine you was. You know what I mean? And you provide that now.
Right.
And if you just keep doing what you're doing with that genuine shit, you can be the best motherfucker at anything you do, because it's not the thing you do, it's how you doing the thing.
You know what it is? Is that the one thing that I do is that before I interview anybody, I never look at previous interviews. Because when you come sit down across from me, I'm not looking at you with judgy eyes. I have no predetermined idea who or what you are.
Yeah.
I want to come up here and I want to genuinely have an authentic conversation.
Yeah.
And that person will open up because they can look at me and say, he ain't judging me.
Yeah. And you feel it. I felt the same way. Like, we didn't go over no questions and do none of that.
No.
We sat down, it was love, and we sat down and we talked. And that was it. And feel more comfortable than a lot of interviews.
Right.
You know what I mean? I honestly do, you know?
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party, because you know we like to do something before two something.